Hello. In this section, we will look at your Terraform import command. So in this particular session, we will just look at an introduction. We'll just get an understanding as to what your Terraform import is and why do we need it. Now, until now, we have been using Terraform to create and manage our resources, right? For example, let's say the EC2 instances or the VPC or the security group. We have been creating all these resources using Terraform, and Terraform has been managing all these resources for us on the AWS platform, right? So using Terraform, we have been launching our EC2 instances, we have launched an RDS, we have launched an S3 bucket. All of these resources are being managed by Terraform. So creating the resources, destroying the resources, updating the resources, everything can be done by Terraform itself. Now, however, let's say you already have some existing resources on the cloud platform, and these resources were not created by Terraform, or Terraform is not managing those resources. So let's say we have some EC2 instances, or we have an IAM role, or we have a load balancer, or we have an SNS topic which was already created by someone else, or let's say it was created manually, all right, and Terraform is not managing these resources. Now we want Terraform to start managing these resources as well. That is basically the resources that were not created by Terraform. We want Terraform to start managing those resources as well. And this is where we can make use of your Terraform import command to tell Terraform that, okay, I have some resources that were not created by you, but I want you to start managing those resources, meaning updating the resources, destroying the resources. I want Terraform to start doing that. And that is where we can make use of your Terraform import command. So Terraform can import existing infrastructure resources. So existing, when I say existing, it's basically the resources that are not being managed by Terraform, or it was already created before you started using Terraform. Now this functionality lets you bring existing resources under the Terraform management, and Terraform expects that each remote app object is bound to only one resource address. So basically the local name and everything have to make sure that it is unique. Now you should also import each remote object to only one Terraform resource block, like one instance to one resource block, then one VPC to another resource block, and then so on. Now, if you import the same object multiple times, Terraform may exhibit unwanted behavior. So either it may override your resources, or it may error out. So you will see unexpected behavior if you are importing the same object multiple times. So Terraform import can only import resources into the state. So basically what it will do is, it will not create any resources for us. It will just store the information, it will store the reference to those resources into the state file whenever we are doing the import using Terraform. So importing does not generate any configuration files for us. We as the developer, we will have to write the configuration files by ourselves. So Terraform will not be generating any configuration files. It will simply store the information about the resources into the state file. So before we run the Terraform import command, we will have to manually write the resource configuration block for the resources that we want to import. So let's say, for example, I have an EC2 instance, and I want Terraform to start managing that EC2 instance. Now, if I run the Terraform import command, Terraform will simply store the information about that resource in the state file, but it will not have any configuration file. So it is recommended that before we run the Terraform import command, we will have to define a resource block for the resource that we want to import. And so, like, giving the local name, all the necessary configurations, and then run the Terraform import command. We will be looking at an example for this in the upcoming sessions. So the resource block describes where Terraform should map the imported object. So basically the local name, the resource type, and all that information. So Terraform will use that to map your resource, to map your configuration file to the imported resource. So once again, Terraform import can be used whenever you want to manage any existing infrastructure. So basically any infrastructure that Terraform is not managing, or any infrastructure that was not created by Terraform. If you want to start managing those resources, we can make use of your Terraform import command. So that's basically an introduction to the Terraform import. In the next sessions, we will be looking at an example for this as well. That's all for this session. Thank you. Once again, before you leave, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, leave a like and please share the video.